of the national anthem. And now, both the starting lineups for the Port Huron Big Reds and the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Starting at guard for the Port Huron Big Reds, number 20, Naomi Wilson. Starting at guard for the Northern Huskies, number 30, Maggie Carey. Number 21 for the Big Reds, playing forward, Kim Walker. Playing guard for the Huskies, number 22, Pam Barber. Playing guard for the Big Reds, number 24, Monica Borkowitz. Playing forward for the Huskies, number 32, Shauna Palmatier. Playing for the Big Reds at forward, number 25, Tony Lloyd. At forward for the Huskies, number 52, Betsy Ruffel. And at center for the Big Reds, number 41, Alicia Brookman. And playing center for the Port Huron Huskies, number 42, Sherry Smith. Port Huron High is coached by Mr. George Popa. Port Huron North is coached by Mr. Dave Trzaski. The officials for tonight's game are Mr. Mike McDowell and Mr. Chet Fox.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Channel 12 CPHS production between the visiting Port Huron Big Reds and the Lady Huskies from Port Huron Northern. I'm joined by my color commentator tonight, Mr. Gordon Jamison. And Gordy, tonight it looks like we've got one team, the Lady Big Reds, playing for what they hope will be the EML Championship, and really the Lady Huskies trying to salvage something from their season with a big victory tonight would show them a lot of pride.
Well, that's what the game is all about, especially the Port Huron High Northern rivalry. As you mentioned, Port Huron High has had a very successful season, happened to be currently leading the league. Northern is just looking for some respectability at this point, and they have been playing better in the last couple of ball games and hope to continue that tonight.
Well, I couldn't agree more. The last game we did here, we had the Lady Huskies against the Anchor Bay Tars, and that game went down to the final minute, and Anchor Bay is one of the better teams in the area. So we should have a good ball game tonight. Number 25, Tony Lloyd, the fine 5'7" junior forward for the Port Huron Lady Big Reds, gets him on the board early. 2-0 here. We're just underway. Port Huron Northern versus Port Huron High.
Well, Randy, Port Huron High is starting out in a zone defense. Northern's having a little bit of trouble trying to get inside against the taller Big Reds.
Good hustle there by number 52, Betsy Wilhelm of Port Huron Northern. She had a couple shots at the basket, unfortunately wouldn't go in. No call by the officials, and we've got a Port Huron High the other way. Tony Lloyd, number 25, has both baskets to lead the Lady Big Reds 4-0 early in the first quarter.
Port Huron High showing a little half-court trap now, caused a turnover. Well, Port Huron High is obviously a more aggressive team, and as a result, it's presenting some problems for Port Huron Northern. They just have to settle down, make the good short passes, and be patient.
Well, Port Huron High really has a ball-hawking guard at number 20, Naomi Wilson, who stole the last ball, and almost a steal there between her and Tony Lloyd of the Lady Big Reds. Number 32 shot, Shauna Palmateer's off the mark, and the Lady Big Reds bring it down toward the south basket. Nice play there by number 52 of the Lady Huskies, Betsy Wilhelm, who tied the ball up, and it's Northern's possession on the arrow. Tonight's referees for tonight's game are Mike McDowell and Chet Boss. Very nice steal and fast break there by the Lady Big Reds, but it didn't go, and you can definitely tell, Gordy, that the Lady Big Reds like to play a run and gun type of tempo game. Coast to coast by number 21, Kim Walker, who leads the Lady Big Reds in scoring this year with a 17-point average. One of the finer players in the EML. Co-captain Maggie Carey shots off the mark, but put back in by number 32, Shauna Palmateer.
Port Huron Northern's doing a pretty good job on the offensive boards. They're getting some second shots. Just have to find the mark and get a few to fall.
Number 21, Kim Walker shot won't go, and number 22, Pam Barber brings it down for the Lady Huskies.
Now the quickness of Port Huron High is still causing some problems. You'll see that most of the passes that Northern are throwing are getting deflected or at least touched by the Port Huron High players. And Northern has to be very careful to bring the ball to a side, create a passing lane so they can make the good, clean, crisp passes and beat the zone on the pass.
You can definitely tell how aggressive the Lady Big Reds are on defense. Port Huron Northern has to do a better job rotating the ball around the horn. Shot is up and in by number 42.
It's Sherry Smith. Sherry Smith is only a freshman and has really come on strong for the Huskies and plans to play into their game plans for quite a few years.
Number 32 is still there by Shauna Palmateer, and the score is tied 6-6 with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Tony Lloyd's shot is up and no good, and the Lady Huskies will try to break the 6-6 deadlock here early in the first quarter. Gordy, we saw the last time down, Lady Huskies did a little press to themselves, led to a basket there by number 32, Shauna Palmateer.
Well, sometimes you have to fight fire with fire and come out and press a pressing team. Occasionally you'll get them a little bit surprised and back on their heels, and that's what happened there.
Shauna Palmateer tied up by Kim Walker. The arrow points to the Lady Big Reds, and they'll take it out underneath the basket. Our first substitution of the ball game is number 32 of the Lady Big Reds, Darlene Goodwin. Daylin Goodwin, thank you. Full court pressure applied by the Lady Huskies. Open wide underneath, Kim Walker, her shot is up, good, and she'll have a chance to complete the three-point play.
That was a great pass by Naomi Wilson. She did a nice job of coming down the court on the left side, going full tilt and still being able to see the open man under the basket.
Of course, you mentioned earlier, number 42, Julie Berry, the fine freshman for the Lady Huskies, should be around a long time. And again, number 20, Naomi Wilson's only a sophomore for the Lady Big Reds, another fine young ball player.
Plus, they have a JV team that's done extremely well, so there are a lot of bright things in the future for Port Huron High basketball.
Kim Walker completes the three-point play. 9-6, the Lady Big Reds. Steal by number 24, Monica Ferkowitz, to number 20, Naomi Wilson, out of bounds to the Lady Huskies.
Northern has to start attacking the basket. When they face Port Huron High, that's putting a lot of pressure out front. If they're content just to play out top, eventually they're going to turn it over. They've got to get underneath and get a good shot.
Monica Ferkowitz from 15, nothing but net.
Great shot from outside. Compounds the problems for Northern when the outside game as well as the inside game is right now fairly effective for PH.
Well, we've covered both of these teams Channel 12 has this year, and there's no doubt that Port Huron High has an abundance of talent, and as you mentioned, that JV team is very strong also. Number 42, the fine freshman, Julie Berry, hits her third and fourth points, 11-8 Port Huron High. A steal almost underneath, but number 24, Monica Ferkowitz, retrieves the ball and brings it up court. Jennifer Atwell from 15, shot is no good, rebound to number 44. To number 40, just into the ball game, Missy Dawson, who's been out most of the year with a knee injury.
Yes, they're happy to have Missy back. She's a very aggressive ball player and goes to the basket well.
Well, we go from one end of the court to the other. Number 41, Alicia Brookman, hits her first 2 points, 13-10. Just over a minute to go in the first quarter. We're here at Port Huron Northern High School. You can see on that possession that Missy Dawson still kind of favoring that right leg a little bit, but I know they're happy to have her back. She was one of the leading scorers before she was out earlier in the year for Port Huron Northern.
Yes, they've missed her a lot, especially her leadership on the floor. She is an aggressive player. She's had varsity experience before, and they really need that leadership.
Julie Berry didn't see the pass underneath, stripped away by number 50, Joanna Hollis. We've got a whistle, traveling violation, and the Lady Huskies will get the ball back. Number 40, Missy Dawson, to take the ball out of bounds. Senior co-captain Maggie Carey's ball is taken away, and Kim Carr brings it down the other way.
I think we had a foul on Maggie Carey that time. Interestingly enough, that's the first team foul that we've had in the ball game. The girls have been going coast to coast and playing quite aggressively, but apparently haven't got close enough to touch anyone.
Well, that's quite a switch. Again, mentioning that Port Huron Northern Anchor Bay game about 2 weeks ago, the Northern held their own, even though 5 of their players fouled out by the third quarter.
That was a nice steal by Jennifer Fromm. Unfortunately, she just led the man a little bit too much.
Man-to-man pressure being applied by the Lady Huskies. Just under a minute to go. 13-10 first quarter. The Lady Huskies versus the Port Huron Lady Big Reds. Joanna Willis' first shot up and no good. And we've got a tie-up underneath, and the possession arrow points to the Lady Huskies.
Well, Port Huron High has relaxed the press a little bit now. They're falling back into their zone. That should give Northern an opportunity to operate a little easier around the perimeter.
Julie Berry's shot is up and no good. I'm sorry, Sherry Smith there. The ball is stolen by number 44. Just before the buzzer, Jennifer Fromm, and cuts the deficit to 1, 13-12 at the end of the first quarter. Well, as we stated, Gordy, quite a up-tempo first quarter.
Well, a very impressive first quarter, I think, for Port Huron Northern from the standpoint that they did get themselves in quite a hole early, having difficulty beating the press put on by Port Huron High, but they seem to have gained their composure now, and the press on their end has indeed resulted in some Port Huron High turnovers that have led to easy baskets.
Well, this is definitely has to be a morale builder for the Lady Huskies, who come in here with kind of a switch in the one-loss column. But again, when you have a rivalry such as this, whether it's in ladies basketball, men's basketball, or the football rivalry that's established over the years, throw out the records, as they say, anything can happen, and we're seeing that evident here tonight.
Well, plus playing on their home court. It's such a tremendous advantage to come into your home court, even though you are entertaining a team with a significantly better record. So that gives the girls a lot of confidence. And as we mentioned before, they have been playing better game by game and scoring a lot more points. That was one of the problems they had early in the season. They just weren't able to convert on some of the easy baskets they were getting. And tonight they seem to be cashing in on the easy layups.
Naomi Wilson brings the ball up court for the Lady Big Reds. Her shot is up. There's a whistle. And she's fouled by number 22, Pan Dauber.
That's one of the problems that Northern will have tonight. They are more or less a man-to-man ball team throughout the entire game, and they have a tough time matching up against the quickness of Port Huron High. And that time we saw Naomi Wilson just go past her man without any trouble, go to the bucket and get fouled.
Naomi gets the first point, 14-12, just underway in the second quarter. I've made the comment, Gordy, on some of our earlier telecasts. If there's such a thing as a good foul, I think that was it. Naomi had an easy 2 points. Pam knew that her man had beat her, and again, she only hit 1 out of 2, so she kind of saved the point there.
That's right. She came away with at least 1 point better than she would have been. Well, Port Huron High's back in the half-court trap again. I think they want to pick up a few turnovers if they can.
Number 34, Jennifer Etwell, gets her third or fourth points of the night, and we've got a tie ball game.
We saw Northern handle the press quite well that time. As soon as they beat the trap out front, they immediately got the ball to the baseline, turned, faced the bucket. There are a lot of easy opportunities if you can get past the initial trap on a half-court trap.
Well, covering the Lady Huskies all season as I have, I've definitely noticed a big improvement here. They're playing very well. Kim Walker's shot is no good. A scramble underneath. Number 24, Monica Ferkowitz shot won't go. Whistle underneath, and the ball turns over to the Lady Huskies.
Great hustle on the part of the Big Reds. 2-3 shots under the basket. Unfortunately, they're having a little trouble getting the lid off it tonight.
Lady Big Reds in a man-to-man press. Shauna Palmatier trying to bring it up court. Steal by Naomi Wilson after a deflection by Kim Walker. Monica Ferkowitz shot is up and good. Nice transition on the steal.
Another great pass by Naomi Wilson. Again, seeing a person on the other side of the court, being able to hit her for the easy basket.
That's why Naomi Wilson is the assist leader on this Lady Big Red team. We've got a shot by number 22, Pam Barber, and she's fouled, and she'll shoot 2.
Fouls number 50 of the Big Reds, Joanna Hollis. That's her first, team's first. At the line for the Huskies, number 22, Pam Barber, shooting 2.
Well, the action's been so fast and furious, we have to make sure we get our comments in quick. I don't think there's going to be too many timeouts here tonight.
Well, it's been an exciting game so far. I don't know how long they can keep up this tempo, but so far it's been a very, very exciting game.
Speaking of tempo, one of the reasons why the Lady Big Reds are so dominant in the Eastern Michigan League this year is because they have such great depth. Coach George Popa seems to use all 10 of his players quite extensively.
And it's really paid off because they have had a number of injuries this year. Tonight, Julie Berry happens to be out of the lineup because of being sick with the flu. And the fact that he does use a lot of players on a regular basis makes those transitions not so tough to cover for. A player has been out of her magnitude, and still the other players seem to be able to pick up the slack.
Lady Huskies looking to take the lead, 16-15. Lady Big Reds, shot blocked by number 21, Kim Walker. Monica Ferkowitz over to Naomi Wilson. And we've got a foul, blocking foul underneath, and it looks like Naomi will shoot 2.
She is extremely quick, and that time Pam Barber did a pretty good job of trying to get position, but she just didn't quite have both feet set before she was contact was made with Naomi.
That's her third. Team fifth. At the line for the Big Reds, number 20, Naomi Wilson, shooting 2.
We've seen a few free throws missed early in this ball game, and who knows, that may come down to see who wins this game later on in the fourth quarter. You don't think about those too much, but I know the coaches do later on.
Well, they're always great things to talk about the next day. If we would have made 50%, we would have won the game.
Good pressure by number 24, Monica Ferkowitz, and the ball's out of bounds to the Lady Huskies. Betsy Wilhelm shots won't go. Rebound to the Lady Big Reds. And there's the floor general, Naomi Wilson, bringing it up court. Whistle and a foul on number 32, Goodwin. And the Lady Huskies, Shauna Palmatier, will take it out. We see, again, the Lady Big Reds and the Lady Huskies on change of possession going into that pressing man-to-man defense. Almost a near steal, but the Lady Huskies control. And again, almost a near steal, but Lady Huskies take it out underneath the north basket. Senior co-captain Maggie Carey shot is up and good for her first 2 points. And again, we've got our fourth tie of the ball game, 17-17, with just over 5 minutes to go in the first half.
That's one of the first turnovers we've seen by Naomi Wilson. That time just got a little bit too eager.
Well, the ratio's been pretty good, so I think Coach Pope will let that one slide. Steal by the Lady Big Reds, but a nice defensive play by number 24, Becky Lemansky, to keep it in the Lady Huskies' hands. Shauna Palmatier shot is no good, but the rebound to number 34, Jennifer Atwell, who has 6 points in the ball game, and for the first time tonight, the Lady Huskies have the lead, 19-17. This is the best, Gordy, that I've seen the Lady Huskies play all season. They are really playing well tonight.
They're playing at the top of their game right now. There we have another turnover. They're just so much more aggressive than we've seen them throughout the rest of the season.
Well, you saw Maggie carry their dive on the floor. I haven't seen that from them, and again, they're putting it all here together tonight. Betsy Wilhelm shot from 10, in and out. Fight for the rebound to number 25, Tony Lloyd, and she's called on the travel. Good pressure there by number 32, Shauna Palmatier, and number 34, Jennifer Atwell, to create that turnover.
Well, it kind of left Tony in a bit of a bind. She got the rebound and really had no one to outlet to immediately, and found herself in a little awkward position.
Steal by Naomi Wilson.
Nice move that time. Pulled up, waited for the defense to clear, and then shot the easy layup.
Well, I'll tell you, she's kept the Lady Big Reds really in this ball game. 19-19, 4 minutes to go. We're here, Channel 12, CPHS. Shauna Palmatier just inside the circle. She gets it to go, and the Lady Huskies take the lead once again, 21-19. Naomi Wilson created the play to number 32. Dalwyn Goodwin for her first 2 points of the game. I'll tell you, Naomi Wilson there, I always like it, the easy basket there by Miss Goodwin, but the play was really set up by the point guard, Naomi Wilson.
Well, she's doing just what a point guard should do. She takes the ball to the middle of the floor. She has good vision. She's willing to give the ball up when indeed someone is open, and that time we saw that play run to perfection.
I think, again, the Lady Huskies are holding their own, but if they could probably stop that fast break from the Lady Big Reds in the second half, they'll definitely be in the game for the third and fourth quarters.
Now they have to be careful right here. Northern is starting to just, again, work the perimeter, not look inside, and pretty soon that's going to result in a turnover if you don't start to create something quickly.
As you said earlier, they're passing a lot from the perimeter, but not really looking inside to try to get it into their bread and butter players. Shauna Palmatier does look inside, but it's stripped away by Monica Furkowitz. But a nice hustle there by the really injury-plagued number 40, Missy Dawson of the Lady Huskies. She saved probably what could have been an easy basket.
Well, you sure can't let up against Port Huron High. They're going to keep coming at you, and as soon as there's a turnover or a rebound, you better scat back on defense. And Missy did a nice job of getting back and breaking that play up.
Naomi Wilson shots off the mark, fight for the rebound to Missy Dawson. Inadvertent foul there, I think, by number 32, Dalwyn Goodwin. She nice sportsmanship there, helping her up off the court. And the Lady Huskies will retain possession.
That's an excuse me foul where you try to convince the official you really didn't mean it, but they're sometimes not very receptive.
Co-captain Maggie Carey with the ball to Missy Dawson. And the fine freshman Sherry Smith shot is up and good. 23-21, the Lady Huskies. Well, that's the second bad pass, I guess we can say, by Naomi Wilson. And the Lady Huskies can add to their 23-21 lead. 2 minutes to go, first half, from the Port Huron Northern High School Gymnasium. Shauna Palmatier from 15 is short. She hustles for her own rebound. We've got a jump ball in the arrow pointing to the Lady Huskies.
That's nice hustle by Shauna Palmatier, following her own shot and coming up with that rebound, or at least getting a jump ball situation.
Number 44, Jennifer Atwell with the ball. Pardon me, Jennifer Fromm. Nice pass from Missy Dawson into Jennifer Smith, but her shot is off the mark, and the Lady Big Reds will bring the ball up court. Lady Huskies, you can see, still into full court pressure. And a nice play by number 44, Jennifer Fromm, results in the turnover. Very good hustle there.
Jennifer Fromm's doing a nice job. She's also playing the perimeter on offense, and she drives the seams between two players and gets the defense to commit so she can make the easy passes around the perimeter.
Well, the Lady Big Reds here with a 2-point lead can afford to be patient, but as I say that, the ball goes out of bounds on a turnover.
The kiss of death.
This is where really the Lady Huskies have to fall back to stop that 3-on-1, 3-on-2 break.
Well, that's the problem with the man-to-man pressure. When you put it on for the inbounds pass, quite often, if they do succeed in getting the inbounds pass, someone is going to take off and go down the court on at least a one-person advantage, and that's what's happening. Naomi's so quick that once she does receive it, there's no catching her, and they're probably going to convert a 3-on-2, a 2-on-1 situation at the other end.
That foul was on co-captain Maggie Carey, her third. Kim Walker goes to the line for 1-on-1. She hits the first, 23-22. She'll have a chance to tie the ball game. she does, and it's 23-23, 1:52 remaining in the first half. Kim Walker, who I definitely think, Gordy, will probably be first team All-EML. Every game that I've covered, she's just been outstanding. A steal by Naomi Wilson. Her shot is up, no good. Tony Lloyd with the rebound, and she's fouled. I'll tell you one thing about Naomi Wilson. She's not afraid to, she's pretty small in there, and she's not afraid to take it to the hoop against anybody.
No, you really look for that in a good point guard, someone that can penetrate and still has the passing ability to see the court and be able to dump it off when indeed someone's open, and she's got that. So she presents a lot of problems for anyone that has to face her defensively.
Joanna Hollis into the ball game for the Lady Big Reds. Tony Lloyd to shoot 2. Her first one is good, and we have a change in score again, 24-23, the 6th change in leadership here tonight. Joanna Hollis with the rebound. Tony Lloyd's shot is up, blocked, and she's called for traveling. Nice defensive play there by the Lady Huskies. Full court pressure again being applied by the Lady Big Reds, but they break it to Betsy Wilhelm. She'll try to set things up. See, they're trying to trap down there in the corner. Number 34, Jennifer Atwell.
Big basket for Jennifer. They fought through the pressure, the full court pressure of Port Huron High, and got a very good shot and scored.
Naomi Wilson from 10. 26-25. I'll tell you, one team takes the lead and the other comes right back and retakes the lead. A very good ball game. I'll tell you, the best ball game I've seen so far this year.
Exciting game.
Maggie Carey with the ball to the fine freshman Sherry Smith. Maggie Carey from just inside the circle. Yes!
That time we saw again Jennifer Fromm driving into the seam and creating that play, making the nice pass over to Maggie Carey for the jump shot.
And Jennifer Atwell. Fine defensive play. Lady Big Reds could not inbound the ball in the necessary 5 seconds, and we've got a turnover. Now, from a coaching standpoint, Gordy, would you hold the ball here and wait for the last shot?
Doesn't matter anymore.
Away. Naomi Wilson with the left hand. And the Lady Big Reds take the lead once again, 28-27. Now I think we'll hold for the last shot. 10 seconds to go.
Three-pointer.
For 3. Sherry Smith gets the rebound, and she's fouled with 4 seconds remaining in the first half.
I think that's the first shot we've seen taken from outside the paint tonight. It's been such a run-and-gun type of ball game that most of the things have been inside the lane.
Team's fourth.
Well, Maggie Carey took that three-point shot, but no one blocked out.
Shooting 2.
Number 42, Sherry Smith, and she'll shoot 2 and hopefully tie this game and maybe put you in Northern ahead.
Well, when you do shoot from the three-point range, the rebounds have a tendency to bounce out a lot further, and often, even if you do screen out properly, the ball is going to go over your head, and often the offensive player will come up with a rebound.
28-28, 4 seconds remaining in the first half. Naomi Wilson will try a three-point shot at the buzzer. Her shot goes over the backboard, and again, we started even, we finish even. One half action concluded here at the Port Huron Northern Gymnasium, 28-28. Gordy, your comments on the first half?
Well, as we had mentioned all along, it's been a very exciting ball game. Both teams are running, pressing at every opportunity, which makes it extremely exciting for someone to watch the game. Both teams, I think, are playing well. It hasn't been a case where one team indeed has been playing extremely well, and in Port Huron High, let's say, as being, I guess we'd figure on paper, the dominant team of not playing well. It isn't that case at all. They're both playing extremely good basketball. So the second half, I would imagine both teams are going to come out with the same type of intensity. I would look for Port Huron High to continue to go with the press, both half and full court. It has resulted in a lot of turnovers, and I think Coach Popa is going to try to find a way to get his team to settle down at the other end against the press. They have had some difficulty against Northern's press, which probably surprised him as well as us, I think.
Well, I think we've got some great action coming our way in the final 16 minutes of the third and fourth quarters. Again, this is Channel 12, CPHS.